Now, I mentioned a few moments ago some of the things happening in Gaza at the moment. An evacuation order from the IDF for thousands of Palestinians to move from the north of Gaza further down to the south and west because of operations that are going to begin in Northern Gaza. And we've also got these noises off, if you can, that's probably a bit too dismissive to call them that, but anyway, comments from the American President Donald Trump saying that he has higher hopes at the moment of a ceasefire. Not sure as ever whether that will come to fruition, but we certainly hope so. Riham Jahari joins me, Advocacy and Communications Coordinator at ActionAid Palestine, who's speaking to us from the West Bank, not from Gaza itself. Riham, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, and thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Tell me this. Has that evacuation or that movement of people actually begun now from Gaza? Not everybody will move, I imagine, but has it started?
Thanks for this question. Yes, against the forced displacement and the evacuation orders are continued for innocent people who were displaced many times or multiple times in Gaza, with a question in Gaza where to go. And some of them refuse evacuation orders because they are sure that they will not find a safe place in Gaza, because many of their neighbors, of their friends were killed and were bombed while they are evacuating. And also they know that if they leave or adhere to evacuation order, they will not find any shelters or any tents or any place, because the destination that they were ordered to head for is overcrowded with the people, with no shelter items, with no foods, with no water, with no basic necessities available for them. So the people of Gaza continue facing displacement, starvation, bombing, thirst, lack of treatment, as the total blockade is imposed on Gaza for around 4 months, where unlimited aid trucks were allowed to Gaza, which means nothing, which represents a drop in the ocean of humanitarian needs.
And if I can come in on, you mentioned the food there, access to food and other important needs as well. How afraid are people now to go to, if they're able to and if they're near enough to go to these alternative sites for food assistance and other assistance run by the Americans? How willing are they to engage with that, given that we know there has been a great deal of instability around those big moments of people going there?
The situation and the starvation and the use, the weapon of food and the starvation as a weapon of war, leave no alternative for the people, for the starving people, for the hungry people. Some of them go to this US-Israeli scheme for aid distribution, and they know that they will be killed or they will be gunshot while they are heading to this military locations, because there is no available options for them. The organization are impeded, and their aid is blocked, and the local organizations and the international organizations are unable to deliver food because the crossing borders are blocked. So, and this food centers run by US and Israel is a media tricky, is another indicator for the failure for reaching ceasefire and for adhering to the decision of ICG and the UN Security Council that call Israel to respect the humanitarian aid and the delivery of a humanitarian aid and to facilitate the humanitarian aid. So UNRWA in the past and before placing this mechanism was running 400 food distribution centers. So it reduced the food distribution centers for 4 centers for more than 2,300,000 people.
And can I ask you as well about during the last ceasefire, there were those scenes. I mean, you could say happy scenes, but nothing at the moment about what's going on in Gaza is happy. But you could see people at least going however they could. I remember the images on carts, on foot, in overloaded cars, trying to get back north to go home and maybe meet up with relatives or find their home bombed or not bombed. You know, we all saw those dreadful scenes, heartbreaking scenes of people going back home. In the intervening time, in the time in between then and now, how much have people been able to, with all of the difficulties and devastation around them, been able to settle back into Northern Gaza? Or did they always feel that another evacuation order, such as the one that's happened today, did they always feel that would come?
So the people have mixture feelings. Some of them insist to stay, whatever and regardless the results that they will face or the fate they will face. And some of them continue to live and to seek other shelters in Gaza City or in the south of Gaza. But you know that many of them prefer to stay in their destroyed houses, in their damaged houses, rather than going to or heading to another destination, because the basic necessities, the safety are not available. The bombing is continuous, and they are sure that they will be killed in their journey of displacement, whether by bombing, whether by thirsty, whether by starvation. So now the reasons and the means of killing of the people of Gaza are different in Gaza. And another additional reason for killing Gaza is added, which is through seeking food through U.S.-Israeli food distribution centers, which was initiated a month ago.
I'll leave it there for now, Riham, but thank you very much for speaking to me today. Riham Jahari, Advocacy and Communications Coordinator at ActionAid Palestine, speaking to us there from the West Bank.